go. Welcome to this episode of Superior Angling, where we are here on the Mississippi River, more specifically Lake Pepin, and we're gonna go after big walleyes today. Now, we say big walleyes. We are gonna be trolling big baits at high speeds to attract bigger fish. It's the dog days of summer. It's July. It's a little bit cool right now. We have a system moving out, but it is gonna get scorching hot later today. So with that, you know, hot weather, you kind of think slow walleye fishing. Well, not here. Our buddy Brian that we're gonna be fishing with today has been on some big fish, running a program, high speeds, big baits, big fish. Let's go out there and see what's gonna happen. Stick with us, it's gonna be a good one.
So today we're on Lake Pepin, which is a large spot on the Mississippi River, fishing walleyes. And we're gonna be trolling today. One of the things we'll be doing is probably going a little quicker than most lakes that you would fish on. Out here we troll typically anywhere from 2.7 to 3.3. What we're doing here is we're running St. Croix Icon trolling rods with the Okuma cold water reels. And we're using 10-pound XT. And we'll be using the precision trolling technique. We're going to be in 13 to 15 feet of water today and fishing 10 and 12 feet down.
Did I hear you say 2.7 to 3.3?
Yeah.
Oof. That's up there.
This is up there. That's faster than any other place I would troll.
Yeah, for sure. Most definitely.
So I fish Lake Pepin probably 3 or 4 days a week. I'm a career firefighter. That works 10 days a month doing that. And then I guide on the off days. So this is my 3rd season fishing Pepin. I chose Lake Pepin because potential for big fish at any time. And any given day out there, you got a genuine chance for a trophy.
What's the biggest fish you've seen on here in the past 3 years?
Out here, the biggest fish we've seen is 29 inches.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So the fish in Lake Pepin in the Mississippi here grow fast. So the average life is 9 or 10 years, I believe.
Okay.
And so I think at 9 or 10 years, these are gonna be your 27 to 29 inch fish.
Big fish.
They grow fast. Yeah, and you'll see these are chunky walleyes. They're very healthy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of food. It's got a great shad base. So these walleyes stay fed.
Everyone has their own definition of home. For Dave and Susan Bauer, it's the road. But when a crash and rollover put the brakes on a trip to Florida and stranded the Bauers in the middle of nowhere, they needed to rely on a little help from their friends in the faraway land of West Bend. West Bend issued a check for the damages so quickly that they were able to continue on to Florida in a new truck pulling a brand new trailer, so they could still enjoy their non-refundable place in the sun. Ask your independent agent about putting a silver lining behind wherever it is you call home.
Big walleye, big baits, right?
Big walleyes, big baits.
Bandits.
If I'm looking for smaller walleyes, I'm using smaller baits. Number 7 flicker shads, number 5 Semel hornets. Today we're using
big ones.
Big ones, number 12s.
How far am I letting this out?
We're gonna go 12 feet off this side, so that'll be 41 feet back.
All right, he's dialed. He like calibrates his line counters like, so it's down to the T. I'm not as precise or patient with it. And again, that's gonna get our bait down. How far you said, 10, 12 feet?
12 feet on your side, 10 feet on my side.
Our boat's in 15 feet of water, so we are gonna be off bottom by 1, 2, 3 feet. And that's what it's gonna take to get one of these big walleyes in the boat. All right, hopefully second spot is the charm. It's just tough when you have transitioning weather like this. You know, really windy, and cloudy and rainy this morning, or right away I should say at like 5 a.m. this morning, but now that system's pushing out here. We have some wind coming the other direction now and sunny skies. So my guess is that these, you know, our first spot was kind of a little bit slow for, well, a little bit slow. We mean nothing for 45 minutes or an hour, but we're hoping that now they have time to adjust. And the second spot, they're going to be on fire, and we may go back to that first spot in a couple hours. But we got to move around, try to find some active fish. It's a big system out here, lots of water to cover. Let's get some baits though. I think that might be a fish. Yeah, that's a fish, guys. That's a fish on an extremely windy mid-morning here. This is our first walleye bite. It's been 2 hours, which is okay, because once you get your first one, you're gonna get more. That first one's always the hardest fish to get. That first one's always difficult, no matter where you're walleye fishing, trout fishing, whatever, you gotta get that first one. And I think we have it here. Our boat's in neutral and we're still going 1.8 miles per hour. That's how strong this wind is right now. These are like legit, like 1.5 foot waves. Like, these are nothing to mess around with. Awesome, I love it. The anticipation. We had to work for it. But now we got it. We have to have a boat driver, a camera guy, and one guy to reel in the fish, because it's literally that challenging right now with this wind. All right, 14 feet on the counter. This is what the wait was all about. Oh, it's just that much more rewarding, right? When you fish hard for 2 hours, and that's a big walleye. Oh my gosh, that's big. That's big. Got her. That's a big walleye, guys. That is why you come to Lake Pepin, and why you put in your time, stay persistent, stay at it, keep grinding. You're gonna get a program together. That's our first piece of the puzzle. That's a big walleye. Look at this fish, guys. It fills up the Kelly Island. Let's get the hooks out of her. Get a, whoo, she's mad. Get a quick look at her and get her back. That'll go 28, 29 inches all day long. Look at this walleye, guys. That is huge. That is a beautiful Lake Pepin monster. The first one of the day. You can't go wrong with that fish. That's a big walleye. Let's get her back. Come on, big girl. Look at that, there she goes. See ya, girl. It is, water temps this warm right now. It's 80, 81, and I bet it's gonna warm up throughout the day. You gotta get these fish back quick and really slow your boat down as much as you can, so the fish can swim away under its own power and you're not going to drown it. Yes, you can drown a fish and kill it by holding it on the side of the boat and letting the water run through its gills. That's not good. So if you can, stop your boat, you know, put your hand under its belly and just hold it there until it has enough energy to swim off. She swam off good. That's a big walleye. I mean, that's why you come here. You got to release those big fish. So that's unbelievable. I mean, you work hard for 2 hours with, no, actually we caught one sheephead. So, I mean, that was our only bite, right? So, I mean, you just got to stay at it, have confidence that there are big fish here. You are going to, you know, have a chance at one throughout the day, and that was all worth it right there. I love it.
Want to clear that inside line?
Yes, sir. You got the board. I'm a little late to the party. You ready?
I'm ready.
Reel. Fish on a hot summer day here in Lake Pepin.
3 feet. Fish is staying down.
That's a big walleye. There we go, buddy. Woo, she's spunky. Look at that, guys. That's a nice walleye.
That's good fish.
On that color we just put out, kind of that, for those of you who are on the Duluth area, kind of that 57 Chevy color we call it. Bright green and orange. That's a spunky walleye. Not a bad fish, buddy, huh? Nice one. What's
healthy fish?
Average around size around here? What do you think?
Yeah, they're that's to say the average to slightly above average
yeah.
size.
Yeah, that's
You
nice
catch a lot of fish over 20 inches. That's pretty common.
Really? That's awesome. That's beautiful. That is a beautiful, beautiful walleye. Let her go.
Let her go.
All right. See ya. Beautiful. This weather's changing a lot on us. It's sunny, then it's cloudy, then the wind dies, and the wind picks up, and the wind does a 180. Kind of an interesting weather day, for no doubt about that. But one thing's for certain, there are some nice walleyes down there here on Lake Pepin. Beautiful. That's a big fish, guys. That's a very nice fish.
Oh, inside board. All right, we are hooked up.
This side of the boat is just on fire. I don't know what it is about this side of the boat, but it's where the fish are at. But yes, again, another bright colored bait. It's either the 57 Chev color or that black headed with chartreuse or yellow body. We're gonna find out here shortly. Grab your board here. How's she feel?
It's going to be, I want to say, that lower 20.
I'd take that.
Yeah, those are fun. And like I was saying earlier, where I see a lot of my clients lose fish is they were always taught to keep that rod tip up. And what you're doing as we're trolling is you're just bringing that fish to the top of the water, and that's when he's going to give you the head shake and you're going to lose it. So go with more of a bass fishing style of turning it sideways so you still get the play with these St. Croix rods here. Yet, oh yeah, that's a nice fish.
I'll grab the Kelly Island here from RS Nets.
We got 11 feet.
That's a good walleye. There we go. You guys want a good walleye net? Check out RS Nets, Kelly Island. You can totally customize your colors, your handles. This here's telescoping for netting walleyes when you're trolling behind the boat. This is an awesome net, and that's an awesome walleye.
You can see how healthy these fish are. They're just chunky walleyes. Just beautiful fish.
Awesome. All right, this is on that bumblebee color. Day in and day out, what do you, I mean, you're out here every day. What do you see as your best colors predominantly?
Pink, surprisingly, has been one of my better colors. Early season in June, perch colors tend to work well. Fire tiger, craw. And then later into July, pinks, Wonder Breads, some of the more vibrant colors.
Yeah.
Tend to produce better.
Yeah, I mean, a river system, when you think of a river system, it's, dirty water. It's not clear by any means. So I like a bait that stands out, it's bright, obnoxious like this. And these baits are super loud as well. And I mean, this bait here is getting the trick done today. That's a good bait. That's a good bait. Well, let's get this back out there and hopefully we can see another one. Inside.
Here we go. Inside board.
Yeah, what do you got going on here?
Oh man, it feels good. Feels like a nice walleye.
It's been that inside board. Everything's been on the port side of the boat today.
Yeah. Usually we were getting them going into the waves, so this is kind of a new one. We're going with the waves now.
Okay, so bring that up. Keep it out of the water.
Ooh, this feels nice. All right. Ooh.
How's that feel?
Yeah, it feels really good. Oh my gosh. This is exciting, holy smokes. It's already almost to the boat.
What do you got on your line counter?
We're at 9.
9 feet, okay.
Yeah, he is
Staying
screaming
down.
towards the boat. Oh my
huge.
gosh.
That's huge.
That's a good
That's
fish.
huge.
That's a good fish. Ooh, look at that big tail. Oh, that's a nice fish. Here we go. Come in. Come on. No. Oh my gosh. That's what we're looking for right there. Lake Pepin walleye.
Wow.
Woo!
Nice
There
fish.
we go. Bingo! Look at that hog.
Another fat Lake Pepin walleye.
Holy, this is unreal. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you really don't realize how big these fish are until you get them
Pliers.
like 20 feet from the boat, and then they finally take off. 29-inch Lake Pepin walleye. Oh my gosh. Do not underestimate these things because they are strong and they're ready to go back. So we're gonna get this one back super quick. Boom, gone. Healthy fish right there.
Now it's kind of funny if you look at our graph, pretty much the majority of our fish in the past 2 hours, so to say, have come in a tiny little area. So there's no structure down here, but what is the structure is maybe there's a ball of bait that's hanging around there. Maybe there's a couple sporadic weeds. Like, you're not gonna see structure on your graph, but it's important to when you're I would kind of consider this basin trolling in Lake Pepin. You know, we're not in the deepest part by any means, but there's no structure really around us right now. So it's important to drop a waypoint wherever you get bit. It could mean something, it could not. In this case right now, it does mean something. It gives us a point of reference that we can then circle back to, and it has been producing. It has been giving us more fish when you've gone back to that one spot where we got our first walleye. So it's just kind of interesting. You know, you look around, you're kind of in the middle of the lake with no structure, but there's a reason those fish are there, or those active fish are there. You know, yes, there's fish everywhere, but there's an active pot of fish right here, and hopefully it's not going to be too long before we get bit again. Oh, inside. And that is what I'm talking about. Like, oh, that's making a big run. I hope it's a walleye. And that's, I literally just got done talking about the spot on the spot in the basin. 20 seconds later, this rod goes off. So there's really something about right here, right now. What is it? I don't know. We don't truly know, but it's something. It's kind of nice not having a ton of line out. You know, we only have, our 40 feet behind the boards. I hate to say it, but this is that same black-headed lure.
Yeah, we have one of.
Yeah, I know. We only have one.
That's
It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. It's a nice walleye, man. Yes, I love it, I love it. Every single walleye is big. And by big, I mean, we're talking like over 22 inches. Watch your toes, watch your fingers. Look at that walleye. That is, I'll go 23 and a half all day long. This is our average. I mean, it's just, what a remarkable fishery this is. Absolutely incredible. What a fish, huh? I love it. I mean, it's just like clockwork. Every time we go through there right now, we're getting bit by very large Lake Pepin walleyes. Unbelievable. What a day.
Oh yeah, you need to slow the boat down. I can't make any ground in this fish.
That's a good fish. That's gonna be a good fish. That's gonna be a good fish.
This is gonna be another one of your 20-inch fish again. Plus, the one that's over the slot. Slot limit out here is 15 to 20 inches. You can keep 4 fish a person between 15 and 20 inches, and you also could have one over 20 inches. Trolling out here with bigger baits is gonna bring you a lot of bigger fish. I would say on most days, if we're out here trolling, I gotta use smaller baits to try to bring some smaller fish to fill limits. Otherwise, we're throwing back a lot of big fish.
What a fun bite, buddy. I mean, this is absolutely incredible. Just the quality and quantity of fish, but I mean, just the quality is remarkable. I mean, most people, figure come, July, August, the water temps are so high, walleye bite kind of slows down, but this is picking up. This is good fishing.
Now this is where we want to get that fish down. Oh yeah, it's a nice fish.
And to get it down too, we can kind of slow down our boat as well. It's less drag on that fish. I mean, you work so hard to, hook your fish, and to have them come unbuttoned or lose them at the back of the boat is just heartbreaking. So,
20 feet, Grant.
Yep, I see her there. We got the Kelly Island extended. That's a big walleye. In the net she goes. Look at that. And she come unbuttoned. See, right there?
It's nice
That is why you have a good net that's extendable handle. We can reach back there. We scooped that fish. As soon as it hit the net, it came unhooked. So, you know, without that, that fish very well could have got off. So, you know, a good net like this RS nets, long extendable handle, this fish is in the boat because of that. That's a beauty. That's a nice fish, buddy. Beautiful walleyes, Mississippi River, Lake Pepin, unbelievable. Let's get her back. Beauty, buddy, I like it. Now, on average, what numbers do you see out here on any given day?
When the fishing's good, it's not uncommon to put 20 to 30 walleyes a day in the boat.
That's a lot.
Yesterday,
that's a lot.
Yeah, yesterday we threw 15 fish back over 15 inches.
Yeah, that's
over,
awesome.
I'm sorry, over 20 inches.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that's a good day. You know, all around the state, your dog days of summer set in, July, August, your temps are super high. You know, fishing does slow down in a lot of places, but this is a great walleye bite. I mean,
When it's good, I say it's as good as any place
yeah,
that you can go.
I totally agree. I mean, it's incredible, and it's just fun to troll this time of year. You're not sitting in one spot jigging or lindy rigging. You're trolling at 3 miles an hour. You get some air going through the boat. You can tolerate these super hot days.
It is hot.
And fish, you know, fish of this caliber can make you tolerate any weather, right? But yeah, it's fun. I mean, what a bite. This is well, what a blast. All right, as you can see right now, this board has dropped back. That means it's fish on. What a wild day we've had with the wind picking up, wind shutting down, sun, clouds. It's incredible. These walleyes don't care. They're hungry. They have warm water. They have food here. They're active. They're aggressive. They are pounding these bandit baits. That's a big walleye. That's a big walleye. My goodness. Just came off too. Oh, this is incredible.
Wow.
Guys, guess what lures it's on too? I mean, it's the same bait. It's the same one bait. We only have one of them. Get this walleye. What a beauty. I mean, that'll go 27 all day long. I mean, this is average. Like, this is nothing. I mean, it's nothing for out here right now. I mean, what a fish. Look at the belly on these fish. Wow. What a day we have had. Into the afternoon now. I mean, it's madness. It is lights out fishing here on Lake Pepin for July, late July, mid-July, dog days of summer walleyes. Beauty. All right, buddy, she's been quiet for about a half hour. What do you think?
I think it's about time to call it.
I do too. We are out of water. My skin is pretty sunburned and it is hot, and we have caught a lot of big walleyes here on Lake Pepin. What a fishery you have here. I mean, this is remarkable.
I'm pretty fortunate.
Yeah, you're very fortunate. You are very fortunate. And you are out here usually every July?
Every June and July, particularly. Okay. You move to Lake of the Woods in August, but
yep.
This thing fishes well all year round. In the river in April, March and April's a good bite on the river.
Okay, yeah, that's good stuff. I can now see why you are out here so much in June and July guiding. If anyone wants to get a hold of you for a trip, how do they do that?
My website is catchwalleyes.com.
Pretty simple.
pretty easy. Catchwalleyes.com.
We'll drop the link below. But yeah, what a day we've had out here. Big walleyes, numerous walleyes. I can't thank you enough. It's been a blast.
All right.
We'll see you guys next time.